Here we have the Sony PVM 5300. Very cool triple monitor setup. And what's neat is it's actually independent monitors that can be removed and powered independently. But if you pulled these out, you would be missing like the bottom part, so they kind of look a little bit open. So they're definitely best just kept in the shell like this. Super cool, made to be rack mounted. It's extremely heavy. I'm guessing this thing weighs 60 pounds. It's absurd. But these are color Trinitron monitors. The same tubes that you can find in the, I want to say it's a 504Q 5-inch PVM. It's pretty neat. Each one has independent power on, so that's how you would power it on. And then this is also the contrast adjustment, which I'll show. Super cool. Here's the back. You can see these came from Metro Video Productions, MVP. Kind of neat that they came from a production studio, but that's where you would expect these to come from. So each set has a composite input, and to run them back to back, you would just connect an out to an in, an out to an in. And when you're going out, you want the 75 off. And if they were just independent, you would leave the 75 on. So I'll show you them. They're really cool. So here we got it upstairs and plugged in. Pull out on this. There you go, Sonic the Hedgehog. It's really cool that the independent numbers light up. You got your brightness adjustment, contrast adjustment, like I said. Color, hue, vertical hold. Come on, there we go. And let's run one to the next. So I've got this BNC to BNC, and it will just go to the output here and go to the input on this one. Let's see what happens. Power on. Ooh, look at that. You can see this one was definitely more worn than this one. It's just not quite as sharp. I don't know if you can make that out. Either way, super cool. Actually, that looks a lot better. I just turned the contrast down a little bit. And now let's try plugging in the last one. Out to the in. Ooh, look at that one warming up. Is the color down on it? Oh, this color pot is just a little finicky. There it goes. Sometimes these pots take a little bit of breaking in when they haven't been used for a long time. There we go. Pretty awesome. I don't know how many people would actually sit and play a whole game like this, but just for the coolness factor alone, it's just such an awesome piece just to have setting up in a game room. And the fact that all 3 tubes work, it's just a really beautiful piece of history. And to think, you know, in production one day they'd have like 1 camera here, 1 camera here, 1 camera on this one. It's just a really neat piece of history. And it's really neat to see kind of how each tube looks a little bit different. Where this one, you can see, is a lot more in focus in the corner. So I bet you this tube was used a little bit less. This one also looks really sharp, so I really think this one was used the most. Just very, very cool. Alright, thanks for watching.